Listening pleasure.
Let me open up.
Reaching for the bars.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Huzzah! Is this happening every time now?
I guess so. Well, welcome to Reaching for the Bars podcast, everybody. We are all the crew's all back together. I missed on the last episode, but
Oh, no, you didn't.
no, I didn't. Never mind. Scratch
On
that.
future episodes.
Yeah, you're not here in the future episode. Yeah.
With schedule conflicts, we've had to mix some stuff around. So
Yeah.
anyway, hey, we're all together this time. That's all that matters. Nailed it.
They'll never know.
If we just talk about it for about 5 more minutes.
Maybe he's like, to be clear, I'm here now, but another episode,
And also next week.
right?
But
Andrew?
then the week after that,
I'll be gone.
So all these episodes are recorded at a weekly basis.
Yeah.
We can see the future now.
Yes.
Anyway, so I got with me today Mr. Andrew Weiss.
Hello.
Mr. Dusty LaBar.
Hi, everybody.
Mr. Caleb Whitney.
Hi.
And myself, Mabry Cook.
Nice, dude.
Hey, yeah, nailed it.
welcome.
So we're going to talk a little bit today about the 2022 CrossFit Games. Some results, some conflict, some controversy.
Some blood clots.
We are going to talk about that a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah,
Okay.
I got that in the notes, so we are. That's
Boring.
very interesting.
She didn't even die.
Talking about some
God, this is off to
yeah, I mean,
awful start.
spoiler alert. God.
Well, actually, I haven't checked this morning. I mean,
That's true.
the last time I
day
looked,
to day.
yeah, it could be touch and go.
But anyway, so let's get rolling. First things first, winners, repeat, Tia Toomey and Justin Medeiros. I mean, Tia, 6 times, never been done before, pretty phenomenal.
That was pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, I mean,
Never been done
she's-
before. Also, never been tried before. So isn't that great?
That's true. Matt Fraser probably could have done it.
I'm just
That is a good point. That is a good point. I was gonna say tried. I feel like people have like been trying for a long time.
Yeah, everybody's like, I've been trying for 12 years.
I was like, Cara Saunders just did her like 10th games. I was like, she's been trying for 10 years. That's what you're saying. Like Matt opted and
Yeah.
Rich
I was
opted
just-
not to. Yeah, that's a good point.
Rich got out at the perfect time.
Yeah,
He was like, that one was close.
Rich would have won the next year, probably. You don't think so?
No way.
Yeah.
Him and Frazier were too close that year.
Well,
It took,
Frazier
Well,
lost
to Ben
next year.
Smith.
well, then he
oh,
would've
did he?
lost.
Was it next year he lost to Ben
Yeah,
Smith?
So I think
Because everyone thought Frazier was just going to
Oh, that's
step
right.
in.
That's right.
But then
But
Frazier would.
to be
Frazier
fair,
could win like the next 3 years. I
well,
think.
to be fair, I think probably Froning and Frazier would have lost to Ben Smith. That was Ben Smith's game. Like it was like
was
the
like-
stars aligned. He's like, I'm really good at all this stuff. Like,
He's just on his
and then
knees every night.
they put like the last 2 workouts. They're like, Frazier can get him if he can win this. And Ben Smith's like, yeah, I'm really good at these last 2 workouts. Like weirdly good
Like
at these last
heavy
2.
DT. Let's go.
Yeah,
I
it was
forgot
yeah.
Ben Smith won the games.
like, dude, he
Most
had a
people did.
phenomenal year that
yeah,
year.
he did.
Yeah.
I forgot
But,
about that. So did most people. To be honest with you.
Well, I was really happy for him when he won.
Yeah, I was too.
I like him.
I like Ben Smith. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those ones you're like, I'd like to see Cara Saunders win too.
No.
You don't like Cara
No,
Saunders?
I mean, I like her. I just don't think she'll ever be able to do it.
I don't think she will either.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
she's-
not now.
Her closest time was the 1 point, and that's what's gonna.
So
That's gonna haunt her for a while.
before you get into it anymore, I just want to say that multiple people have messaged me and said they were excited to hear what we had to say about some of the stuff that happened at the games.
Oh, okay.
So this is gonna,
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Well, it was all
no pressure.
I should have told you that before we started, but yeah.
Love all of the program.
Yeah, no pressure, huh? So yeah, we're gonna get into that. So first, I was just gonna talk about the leaderboards a little bit, some what we thought, how that shook out. So Mal O'Brien, second place. Laura Horvath got third on the. We're going female first, obviously, but Mal O'Brien, Laura Horvath, second and third.
Laura Horvath came from nowhere to take third
Right?
place.
She won
saw-
like the last like 3 out of 4 events.
Yeah, she like saw that victory lap at the end. She's like, "This is my chance."
Yeah, she really did work.
Honestly, I think that it panned out for her pretty well because early in the weekend she wasn't up there because I felt like a lot of the events were very like cardio based and gymnastics where she struggled, not necessarily struggled like severely, but she struggled.
Right.
And then at the end of the weekend, they were like, you know what we should do? Well, everyone's super tired. Let's make everything heavy. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is great because it was fun to watch. But she was like, perfect. Like, this is great for me. So you saw people like her, Danielle Brandon, Brooke Wells, all these females who basically maintained through the first part of the weekend, climb as everything started getting heavy. People like Haley Adams, Emma Lawson started falling. And it just showed, I thought it was really great for Mal O'Brien to hold on and show that not only is she there to compete gymnastically, cardio-based, but she's strong. Yeah, she's strong.
Yeah, that was cool to watch.
So
she's impressive.
Yeah, I was super disappointed with Haley Adams. The whole, mayhem.
She has a body type and her body's not built to lift heavy.
Yeah, and there was some of those workouts at the end that were just not good for her.
Well, I mean, they were like, we're gonna go really heavy.
Yeah.
But it was like at this point, you've paid your dues, you've done all the cardio, you've done all the little stuff workouts. Like now, if you want to be the fittest, you have to be big and strong too.
Yeah. Well, it's not like I don't think you quite understand that. I'm sure she's been working at trying to get big and strong.
Right.
It's just not happening.
It's not. Well, Emma Lawson's she's young, so she's got a lot. They're both young, they have a lot of time. But it was like as soon as stuff got heavy, as Mal O'Brien has put, she's strong.
She's strong, yeah.
Yeah.
You think Haley will go train with Ricky?
She better not. Now she knows what's good for her.
Why would she do that?
That was a steroid joke.
Oh my God. She's like, Ricky, I need a little help on the barbell.
Yeah. Huh?
You know what I mean?
Sorry.
She's like, my endurance is fine. I don't need the other one. I just need the one.
Yeah.
It's like, I got
I
you.
need help cleaning this. I need help with the sandbags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
right there. It was pretty cool to watch.
Yeah.
The
So
stronger girls come back and
because
say
that's
what
what
you will
happened.
about Brooke Wells. I think it's cool that she got 5th. I will say.
So we can talk about. I'll circle back around to her, but she's on my list of suspect.
Like steroid
Yeah.
stuff?
Oh, for sure. Dude, I mean, if anyone's had a injury like that, 9 months later, you don't come back and compete top of the world.
Yeah.
That's.
So we don't have to get there yet.
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back.
It's cool that. Oh, sorry. Where are you going with all this?
I'm just going down the leaderboard.
I think it's cool that you're having some of the younger generation kind of mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially on the women's side. And I'm pretty excited for next year, whenever that Olivia Kerstetter,
Oh,
Jacob
yeah.
Hebner, that
I forgot about her.
She's won the 16, 17 age range.
Yeah. Let's see how much she won by.
She's been winning
And
for a long time.
And she's strong.
She's very strong.
Very
so
strong.
I think she's gonna throw another wrench into things next year.
That's awesome.
So
Honestly, I hate to say it like this, but I can't. I hope Tia doesn't come back next year. It's
I think she said she retired, didn't
Yeah.
she?
Did she?
I think
Did
she
already?
did.
Oh, okay.
But then someone Shane posted something and it said a quote from her and it said Tia said 7 sounds better, doesn't it? So who knows? I guess it's kind of
Team. Let's go team.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe it's a team
yeah,
thing.
maybe she goes team. Get an Australian team.
What if Fraser just took that year off or whatever because he's going to do a team with Tia when she after she
that'd be
won?
sick.
That'd be
They
crazy.
would. They would just run house.
This would never
Who's
happen.
the vegan from Australia that everybody likes? Newberry. That'd be fun. Get them on the team.
Yeah,
I
I wanna
was
see-
going to go. This would be fun. He's not Australian, but go Matt, Tia, and then throw in Cara and Ricky. But they would never do that, obviously, because
I think Cara-
Matt likes
Ricky
Ricky.
just
But dude, that team,
floor.
I think Matt has fully committed. He's the
Yeah.
person that fully commits to something.
Yeah, that's
So I
true.
think he's fully
done.
committed to hard work pays off. Training.
You think he's
methodology.
fully committed to waiting for really good athletes to be coached up and then stealing them from their coaches? That's pretty.
He has a lot more than just Mal O'Brien.
and yeah.
No, I think
He's-
Danielle
he had-
Brandon, right?
No, he doesn't have
No,
Daniel
yeah.
Brandon. That was
But
like a
she
weird
came to
thing.
that camp.
She's with Brute Strength
She's at
now.
Brute
Oh,
Strength
really? Okay.
with Dawn Pepper.
Oh.
Don
She also
Pepper's with
stole
Brute
another
Strength?
underdog. Yeah.
Dude, Don Pepper, I don't know what happened to him. He disappointed me. When things got heavy, he did not rise to the occasion.
I think it's
guess
just
he's probably
I think it's just
tired.
the wear and tear of the weekend. It's
Yeah.
11 workouts in one weekend.
Yeah.
Let's-
No, I hear you.
But yeah, Caleb, I think you're right. Matt Matt's the type of guy that's like he's in all in or nothing, and he's not.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to come
anymore.
out of
Yeah.
retirement.
It
for
would
that.
be fun to see Tia go team for sure.
Tia, Royce, Dunn,
Oh boy,
Oh, buddy.
and then whoever else.
that actually be really
Kara.
because he's so strong, dude.
I mean, he would be a good team's athlete. I think he's done team before and done well.
Has he?
Yeah.
He was on the Mayhem team.
Yeah, he's done well.
What's the guy? Are we moving
Yeah,
to the
we're
guys
going
now?
to, we're going to the guys. So Justin Medeiros in first, great. So happy to see him win. Roman Krevnikov, huge, got second place. And honestly, it was Justin, Roman, and Ricky all weekend. Those guys, Samuel Quant got fourth, but it wasn't close.
Dude, I didn't realize that Roman was that close to
He
Justin.
was really close.
He's
I-
very
super
close.
This is gonna sound
Yeah.
trivial, but like I think someone pointed out if he was like a couple seconds faster in the sprint with the jerk workout, and then like something else a little bit closer, that he would have been tied and then won because he had a first place finish.
Yeah, I mean,
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean
So-
it's trivial. It's like do
Dude,
better.
yeah,
win.
I mean,
yeah.
Trivial as in-
it's like if he had
But-
won more events, he would have beat him. Yeah.
Just kind of point out like it was really close.
Yeah, it was super close. I
I
didn't realize
got
that.
something to say about that later. Whenever we start complaining about stuff. But
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I've already started.
That's good.
I'm happy Ricky didn't win.
I wish Justin Medeiros didn't.
For sure.
I'm happy Ricky steadily got worse. That's
Yeah.
Dude, his steroids must have ran out on him because I mean
everybody was thinking it.
because he's pretty strong guy, but I think Ricky's problem is he's a 1 rep max. He has good numbers, but he's not a brute strength guy. Like those events got real nasty on your body, whereas people like Samuel Quant, who was just like middle of the pack all weekend, and then they're like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make you start lifting all these odd objects and heavy things. And Samuel Quant's like, oh yay, let's go.
It's like Jeff Adler, same thing. Like,
I was impressed with Justin Medeiros' skill on the sandbag.
yeah.
oh, he looked
He's
good.
really
man.
good.
I'll say this: when he started, I was like so dumb. I was like,
The way he was doing it.
yeah, I was like, why would you do it that way? But apparently they'd practiced this because he had it very methodical.
Yeah, it
and
was really
very,
good,
It worked for him.
Yeah.
I'll say
I would
this.
never do it that way. That seems like the hardest way possible.
It's cool to see, and this is just like a visual perspective for like people that don't really know all these people, but like you watch CrossFit Games, you're like, man, all these guys are on steroids. Look at Justin Medeiros. He doesn't look
Oh,
like he's
yeah,
on
true.
steroids. He just looks like he doesn't look like he's on steroids or anything. like that.
He's a
He just-
normal looking guy.
Yeah, he's kind of a
Yeah.
normal looking guy that's just out there, and he beat everybody else. So it's pretty
He's
cool.
he's so consistent. I think that's his thing.
I do
As
wish-
the weekend went up and down, different skill sets. It didn't matter. He's still
I
there.
do wish he didn't. This is just a personal thing. I wish he didn't win, and that somebody else won that wasn't Ricky.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty.
We're Roman.
I wanted Roman.
I mean,
Roman
it could have
got
been any of those people on the list except Ricky. But it's just like it starts getting to the point where it's like everybody's just repeating.
Yeah.
Well, everybody
I
that's the
just don't-
champ,
I
everybody
don't
just keeps
know if it's
repeating.
going to continue though. Like I think this
Well, I
might
think-
have, the end of it was just kind of lucky for him because he wasn't looking good the beginning of the games, Medeiros, and like he's not dominant really.
Yeah, Tia's
he's
like a
just
once.
consistent, you know.
Yeah.
But I see. I
think
think
you're gonna-
I like Justin winning only because like as the weekend progressed, it was Justin, Roman, and Ricky, and it was just like they were just competing against each other. It was almost like the rest of the field was only buying them more
Honestly,
points
it
against
became-
each other.
I mean,
Later
it's not
on-
almost. It was that was like
it was.
Later on in the weekend became just Roman and Justin.
Yeah,
Ricky fell off
He
hard.
did,
like,
but
big time.
as you saw him just falling, it was like they had so much room at the top. It was like, no, he's still in third. Oh, what a terrible finish. Oh, he's still in third.
Yeah.
Like,
He
oh
had
my
so
god,
much buffer.
He had so much buffer,
Yeah.
dude. But Roman Krevnikov is a freaking dog, and welcome to the CrossFit Games.
Roman
because dog,
But
Yeah.
also,
Dude.
he needs to learn to speak English. I mean,
have you like?
right? Right? Am I right?
I
mean,
mean,
he
come
has
up
a-
to the red bar. He was like, "I'm
has a-
colorblind." I
yeah.
can't.
yeah.
He has a 5-year visa, so I mean,
Oh, he's here to play now.
he's gonna learn
That was a
Dude,
cool story
how-
too. He had met his kid, like
Oh, right.
right before the games.
Yeah.
How about, have you ever seen a human being look more like the sound? I mean, dude.
You could pick him out as a Russian anywhere.
I mean, instantly.
I will say this. This is the one thing I want to. He was very cool to watch, like afterwards.
Yeah.
Because like I mean they're very competitive and everything like that. But CrossFit's built around like a community.
Mm-hmm.
So like you watch them, and Ricky will like not look at anyone, and Justin Medeiros will like mean mug people, and like not like
pace.
they're like they like won't like smile or do anything. and he finishes a workout, and maybe he took like second or third to you, and then he'll immediately like smile and be like, "Oh, good job, bro!" Like or in Russian or whatever. And he goes and high fives them and stuff like that.
I must break you. You're like, why would you say that?
Like I saw a movie. That's what the Russian said. I assumed it's good.
Like somebody sticks their fist out the fist bump, he just smashes it down.
There's like interviews coming out there like, I know on camera it looks like he's smiling, but he's saying a lot of mean things.
He learned a lot of American curse words, I'll tell you that.
The translator's
agree
like,
with
I'm
you,
not going to
Dad.
say that.
Caleb, that was really cool to watch. Like you could tell he was just excited to be there.
Yeah,
and, like,
he's very
just a
happy.
good guy.
Oh, dude, I was very excited.
I'm
for
sure it
him.
validated him for trying to get in the country all these years and didn't have a bad weekend.
Well, that was like one of those things you'd seen him over in foreign competitions doing very well in live competition. He makes the games the last 3 or 4 years. So you're like it's time to see what this guy can do. Yeah. He's obviously very good. So
Sure.
Yeah.
On the team side, we could just go over that real quick. Mayhem, Freedom, no surprise there. What happened to so first was Mayhem, second was Oslo Navy Blue, third was CrossFit Invictus, and then fourth was the Reykjavik. The old everybody thought that they were going to give them a push, but
This event happened.
They immediately said that Lauren Fisher had a shoulder injury. And they were considering putting Katrin in instead of her for the games because she had a shoulder injury.
Why did they do that?
Why would they have done it?
Why didn't they?
yeah, why
Exactly.
Well, that's part of my question was, first off, why didn't you do it? And if you didn't do it, keep your mouth shut.
That's right.
Because you're just being like, well, we were
have
gonna
excuses.
pull her
wouldn't
out.
want
It's
to
her
be in
shoulder.
Katrin.
Yeah.
Rich
Well,
is like, welcome to my
I'm gonna be
world.
I'm gonna be honest, and I know this is gonna I'm sure a lot of people don't share the same opinion. I don't really like Annie. I think
I'm not
she's
a big fan
I
of
think
hers.
she's fake nice.
I think Annie takes steroids.
Oh, for sure.
Has
Dude,
I mean, she
look
has
at
some point.
Look at the score that you have up right now, Andrew, or the scoreboard. First, this is like are these the last 5 events or whatever? Last 6?
Yes.
It's first. Pretty
Mayhem?
tough to beat somebody when they win all the events.
Yeah, they got like 13th in this first event. Everybody was like, "Oh no!" And then
They're in trouble.
Yeah,
We got 'em. They did that with Tia too. Like
yeah.
that double under workout. Everybody was like, "She's losing her touch. She's
"Oh my God,
old
She
news."
didn't make the first cut.
Yeah,
It's
they're like,
yeah, she tripped on a single under.
Dude, everybody was like, "She's done. She's done. It's over." The same thing with CrossFit Mayhem. They were like, "It's over, dude. They can't come back from this." And they were like,
said-
"Oh,
It's like the last 2 years, Tia hasn't even had to do the last workout. Like
had
she
to
could
do it
finish
this year.
last, and so she messes up on one workout, and they're like, "It's over." It's like, no, pretty sure based off the last couple of years, she's got a whole workout in the bank. She doesn't even have to do. She
Even
could just skip
this
one.
year, she legit came from down,
Yeah.
and then pushed back up, and even the last 2 workouts didn't matter.
yeah."
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it's
They,
she's like, she's like, there's a load of events. I don't want to push myself too hard. I know I'm gonna have one at the end, so I'm just gonna see. I'm really tired. Just give me last place on this event.
Wait, Tia as a coach now is just like, all right, here's the strategy. If you win a lot of workouts, then you don't have to do the last ones. It's way easier.
That's Matt Fraser's strategy.
So at Tia, like I don't know, y'all watched the last event. Tia was kind of like you could tell she was going slow,
Taking
and
it easy, yeah.
taking it in,
enjoying.
Yeah.
it.
And she does like a video after on her YouTube, and I guess Shane was still up there like, "What are you doing? Go faster!" Like,
Yeah, well,
freaking out.
she's the moneymaker. She's gonna.
Oh yeah.
He's like, don't put it to chance.
It was
He's like, what if they come back? She's like, I can finish
Dave
last.
Castro
He's
comes
like,
out and he's like, "If you get 5th or last, you lose 100,000 points."
there's an interview out there with Mayhem's other guy, Sam Cornier.
oh yeah,
And they're like, what were you thinking after day 1? And you guys were in like 13th place or something like that. And he's like, yeah, we went back to the hotel, and Rich wasn't very happy. So he kind of brought that energy the next day, and I guess we just didn't lose from there.
I feel like what I thought.
What?
Way to go, brother.
We just decided not to lose anymore.
What I thought you were going to say was, we got back to the hotel. Rich was not happy with our performance, so we had to do some workouts.
Yeah.
He punished us.
Yeah, seriously.
And then
Cormier was lighting some stuff up. Like even, I wouldn't say like.
Well, yeah, he's a games athlete alone.
Yeah,
by
I mean,
himself.
he's very
a
good,
pretty
but-
good games
yeah,
athlete,
But
too,
it's
yeah.
like there were a lot
Top
of these
10.
like new movements that like I guess maybe Rich just hadn't done a lot of, like that he was holding down the fort.
Yeah.
Sam
I mean,
was.
to be fair,
like those
Rich
push-ups.
Rich is
I mean, getting older.
Yeah.
Like he's not like a young buck like he used to be.
Yeah, he's 35 years old, basically.
Basically 1 foot in the grave, honestly. I mean,
Yeah, he should try. I mean, he should just end it. All right? Yeah,
But-
I hear you. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean, you're out there competing against a bunch of guys that are like Andrew's age.
Yeah, I
23.
mean 20s. Yeah,
Well,
low 20s.
the funniest thing that Cornier guy, or whatever, how you say his name, he was like, they were like, what are you going to do next year? He's like, wearing that white leader's jersey really sparked my fire. I was like, shut up. What are you're going to go individual and you're going to be leader just because you understand that Rich helped you and the girls
That
helped
would be
you.
pretty sick.
I'll
though.
say this, like Rich is obviously, I mean, he's definitely like the leader, understands, like puts the team together. Like you have to, like, there's clearly a dynamic that you can't just go get good athletes. But dude, those two girls
Oh, they're studs.
are
They're
monsters.
good, yeah.
I mean, dude,
Andrea is a
and like them
Yeah.
together is almost like if you separate them, they're very elite athletes. But them together is like, dude, I don't care who you go and get.
and that's all Rich.
It made
Rich
me-
just sets that team
Yeah,
up.
Rich is like, all right, first thing is, part to be in my team, you guys
No.
have to kiss.
It made me. I was watching the one event where it went like the guy went out, and then the second guy went out, and then the guys came back. Like and it was like a bunch of I don't know, like overhead lunges and stuff like that. But basically, you're like individual races and
Yeah.
within the workout. And Annie was going up against Taylor and like kind of caught Taylor, and then what's her name?
Andrea Nisler, right?
Yeah,
Andrea
Nisler
Nisler,
went up against whatever her name is.
Lauren Fisher.
Yeah. And I mean, just obliterated her.
Smoked her, yeah.
And then started talking trash to her during the workout.
Let's go.
Because Annie said like whenever they made the team that we're making this team to beat Mayhem Freedom. It's like, all right, well, you're
Failed.
not even on the podium.
Yeah, dude, that was a
The-
no. Like I like you know. The whole I didn't hear the Lauren Fisher thing, but Annie and Lauren Fisher too established. But like the guys they went and got, like I mean, Annie, like probably could have gone and got some. I like Con Porter. He's got an engine.
They didn't
for
even
days.
message me, dude.
But I know, right?
I was
thinking
waiting
the
for it. I
same
was like,
thing.
this is awkward, Annie. I haven't gotten that.
I know.
I haven't gotten my.
Little hurt feelings.
She's
But,
like, you have to be able to say the gym name. And I was like, is that part of the requirement?
yeah, and it just
Red J Kavik.
Rage of Kavik.
Yeah, super southern. Mary's like, well, it's definitely Ray.
Yeah.
I can see that clearly.
I mean, there's just no doubt. But
Ja-
how about
Javik?
before we move on from this? How about Mayhem Independence?
Dude,
What's up with that, dude?
That was
Fifth
cool.
place. Let's go.
They
Where's
were,
the-
Are you excited? I was about to say, are you
I'm
excited
saying,
or
what's up with
disappointed?
that?
No,
Where's the third team?
That's
They not make the cut.
They didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
I mean,
Losers.
to be fair, they barely made it to the games.
Rich calls him. He's like, did you guys not make the cut? And they're like,
Click on Independence real quick.
oh, sorry. There you go.
Which one is that? Who's on that one?
that's the
Luke Parker.
Luke Parker. Oh,
and
wow.
that girl that competed against Mary Helen.
The one that lost to Mary Helen?
Yes,
like, I mean,
correct.
almost just a merciful beating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angelo.
A merciful beating? What is a merciful?
Merciless, I guess. Yeah, merciless.
As a
beating.
a merciful beating when you just like you hit him kind of hard.
Yeah.
The Sasha girl's an individual athlete last year.
I think
I
this
mean,
is.
they were good. I mean, they were in the top 3 for a while.
Yeah.
Dude, it just shows you. I mean, Rich has got something figured out over there.
Yeah.
Well, I
it's,
mean-
yeah, it's getting these people to have like a full time job of training.
I think
Together all the time.
I think the next team you're going to see is like they have people up there that's like that. Oh yeah, us four? Yeah, let's
Two
go.
of us are gonna have to transition.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah.
They should do that.
Two of you.
For like,
yeah,
yeah,
said
yeah,
not going to be me.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I mean, let's do it. Right?
All
You don't
right.
have to. Get
There's
it.
one.
You don't have to. You can keep it.
There's one.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to be the girls.
No, I mean, my beard's better than yours, so.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be a girl with
yeah,
me.
there's big girls.
Nah.
What are you trying to say? There's also small girls, right?
But anyway,
Me and you will just have to kiss. That's
I
part
think
of it.
I think the next team you see out of Mayhem is going to be Bailey Rail, Paige Powers,
Oh.
Tyler Christofal, whatever.
Oh, wow.
And then I'm trying to think of who the last guy would be. But
Oh, really? You think? Yeah.
Tyler Christopher, that'd be nice.
I mean, I think because think about it,
honestly,
they're
I
all
hate-
they're all kind of lower tier,
Yeah.
individual athletes.
I hate to say it.
Why
but,
not go a high tier teams athlete?
Andrew, what's DeChico?
Anthony DeChico. He's a firefighter.
Yeah, he would be the guy to put on that team. I hate to say
Firefighter.
that for Luke Parker because Luke definitely helps the team now.
Luke's
He's
like,
a big, strong.
He's just
guy.
not skilled.
He's. I mean, it. You know, It is what it is. Like, he's good. He's definitely good.
Did I tell all y'all this? I peed next to Luke Parker.
You did.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
What a weird flex, bro.
You said you tried to hold his hand while you were peeing.
Yeah.
I mean, would you?
Is he taller than you, or I mean,
He's a little taller than me.
a little taller?
Yeah, like by 8 inches. Just a little taller.
He's definitely taller than you.
He seems pretty short though.
Really?
Yeah. I think he's pretty short. When he was
Is
on
he
the,
really?
he was on the Bachelorette or whatever,
Luke
and he
Parker?
was very short. Like
Yeah, but that's with normal people. He's with
That's what I'm saying.
CrossFitters at
Well,
that.
I was asking
He looks taller.
compared to-
Oh, sorry.
Let's get to the controversial stuff.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
let's
because let's get to the controversial stuff. But let's get to the stuff that I want to talk about.
Yeah, okay.
I don't care who won.
So the workouts. So
All right.
what I was gonna do is hold on.
Should
let's
we
just.
one at a time
I
then?
think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go through the workouts and let's just
all of them.
There's only 11.
Okay.
You
Only
skim you skim over like the highlights of one. Let's just be quick. I'll lead the way. All right, I'm gonna start with the first event. So. And y'all, we can obviously talk about like the controversy as we come up, but if there's no controversy, let's just move on.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I think we can all agree
Yep.
from that.
Go ahead.
So, hold on, sorry. That's my, what the hell?
It's up on the screen up here too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can't see. Oh, you probably can't see that because it's color on the back.
Do
on
you
a
want me
white
to read it for you?
background.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Do you want me to read
yeah,
it for you?
Yeah, please.
Caleb
do.
also can't see it.
So
He's like, Andrew, pull it up. Andrew,
It's
pull
all-
it up.
hey, it's still fresh.
Cuts too deep.
It's too
So the first workout was bike to work, 4 times, 75 toes to bar, 5 mile bike, 75 chest to bar pull ups, 5 mile bike.
I think you can all
And
agree.
don't
that-
you guys know every time you go to you're going to work in the morning, you bike, you do 150 gymnastics.
Yeah, obviously.
I think they were just kind of naming it. It's the first workout.
Who's going first?
I mean, you can go first.
Okay, the
but-
workout's all biking. It's stupid. It's all biking. The whole thing is
It's
biking.
all
then the-
biking, and it's not challenging biking. It frustrates me. If you're gonna do more trail stuff, give them some elevation for God's sake. Like make them do something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like that. And like athletes missing laps. I mean,
Ooh,
come
yikes.
on, man.
Yeah,
First
that was a big
event,
issue.
dude, you can't let that happen.
I got so mad at you,
First
Andrew, when
event.
you were telling me that they were just out there on the honor system.
mean,
Andrew's like, there's no judges out there. I was
judges
like,
out there.
There
we
were,
were talking.
but there
They
weren't
can't be on the honor
judges
system.
telling them when to go in. I don't think.
There were judges
There
counting
was-
their laps for sure. They couldn't be out there on the honor system.
Yeah,
Yes, but I don't think like there was There was a girl that did an extra lap.
That's on her judge. Yeah.
Yeah, but the judge, there was nobody telling the athletes
No, because the
Every
guy turned
athlete-
out and tried to go back out, and then his judge was like, "No, go."
because he
Every-
told that judge.
every
There's two
athlete-
different judges.
Every
That
athlete
was a
had
judge.
2 judge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that judge was inside, not counting laps.
One
when he comes in,
athlete-
he assumes they're done.
Yeah, but there's a judge out there counting the laps.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
So all his
that-
job
the
was
judges-
just like Saxon pan check 1, Saxon pan check 2.
Yeah, but
Right.
those judges
But-
weren't telling.
And you're
Saxon
saying you would like to
Pancheck not
see
do
someone to be like, all right, come
You're
in.
on your last lap.
But
yeah.
instead of he went Spencer Pancheck 1, and then he saw Saxon go by. He's like, oh wow, he went by
That was
fast.
fast. Did you see how fast that was? That was less than 30 seconds.
Dude, do you think there's a possibility that their judge got confused and was like,
No,
oh, but
here's a real thing. Is I was watching it with Laura, and I was like, yeah, of course, all the guys wearing the same outfits look exactly the same.
Yeah.
I don't know how you would not.
especially the twin brothers running around
Oh,
there?
let me clear this up.
true.
Some of the outfits were all the same colors. I don't know if you guys
No, yeah.
if you guys knew that, but
Dude, all the outfits were the same color.
yeah. Kale's like, can you
Joke's
believe
on
all these guys are wearing brown?
It
No.
turns out they actually did have like they weren't GPS, but like trackers to count laps.
Yeah.
They just couldn't count fast enough.
I mean, as an athlete,
They
though,
couldn't
you know
count
you gotta
the
do-
lap fast enough.
Well, like to confirm after they had.
It's
Okay.
a pretty big controversial one.
But no, I'm not trying to move on. I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
like, if you're a judge at the CrossFit Games,
Yeah.
and like you obviously you do CrossFit, and you obviously are a fan of CrossFit and stuff like that, so you're sitting in there, like one judge's job is just to count chest to bar and toes to bar, like make sure they're good reps. That's the hard job.
Right.
The easy job for the judge is to sit out there and be like, all right, that's my athlete. There's one. And you just sit there and watch and count to 5. And then whenever they're on their 5th lap, you run. But
All you have to
mess
do is
that up.
I think
all you have to
they
do
did
is count to
that. I
5.
think-
I don't
hold
understand
on,
how
hold
they
on.
messed
I think
that
they
up.
did that. Y'all are not realizing there's 40 athletes trying to track down 40 different cyclists going around a loop.
Yeah.
And then trying to be like, hey, wait, you're not supposed to go in. Oh, but he's already in.
Okay, but your argument. So let me tell you, NFL refs have to make split-second decisions,
Yeah.
throw a flag, because they're paid.
But the
officials.
athletes aren't like. How do they know where to look?
What are you talking about?
If you're going around a track, how are you supposed to know?
Dude, you have to be aware. As an athlete, you have to be aware.
How are you supposed to know which one's your judge?
You've done a competition before. You talk to your judge before you go compete.
I mean, all I'm saying is that it was planned.
I've never done a competition event where I've not talked to my judge before the event starts. You know who your judge is 100%. You have literally spoken to them before the event
It's a twofold. It's definitely on the judge and it's on the athlete.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
if
yeah,
I would,
but
if
There's ownership on both.
that one, it was just the athlete's fault.
what's that?
The CrossFit decided that it was the.
Well, yeah, because if they say it's the judge's fault, then all the things that we've been talking about for the past 2 years on this podcast, that they need to have professional judges come out.
Well, but I mean, I'm not going to speculate, or I don't know the full story, but like maybe the judge was telling him, hey, you're not supposed to go in.
Well, then obviously they didn't have a procedure in place where he could tell them well enough.
There's an interview.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
There's an interview
very
with
bad system.
There's an interview with the Luka Ducic who came in second behind Spencer Panchek.
Yeah.
On his fourth lap.
Yeah.
And he said they were biking, and he said, "This is 4, right?" And he said, "Yeah." And they biked up, and he said, then the judge waved us in. So then Spencer went in, and then I saw him all by himself and saw no one else was finished. And I was like, this is wrong. So then I tried to turn around, but they wouldn't let me turn around.
Yeah.
I had to
He
finish.
tried to leave. I mean,
He tried to go
he
back
was trying
out.
to go back out, and they were like, no. And he was like, this is not right.
Well, I feel like the judges in the stadium don't know.
Right. I mean, it was.
Well, the judges in the
basically-
statement, though, it's the ones outside that were waving them in.
Yeah.
You have to
Someone
make this
definitely waved him in from what they said.
something like this. You have to make this almost foolproof because they penalized him, but they gave him his slowest lap. He didn't even have to do the extra lap. Like
Right.
that's. I mean, whatever, dude.
And I
it's
would be
stupid.
pissed if you still beat me and I did 5 laps.
Like if I was
and they let that Chow girl
Dude, I
do
would've-
6 laps and then they shortened her time.
dude, I would have been like, hey, my last lap was gonna be my fastest.
Yeah, I was saving it for the gas.
Save that kick. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
They
guys
sh-
called
yeah.
me in. I want.
No, I mean, I agree. It should have been, the system was dumb. They should have.
It blows my mind. So just to make it dummy proof, it blows my mind that they don't have like a sensor on each of the bikes. And like they pass through the start, and they're like, "Oh, that's lap 1." They have it on a computer, and they're sitting there like,
Right.
"All right, this person is about to enter lap
I mean,
5 and stuff."
But like, yeah, they have
it's
like
not very
There's
hard.
like a big monitor that
Dude,
the athletes
Or
can see.
don't do laps. Just do one
Yes.
one lap.
That's
all
the
of-
easiest
all
thing.
of-
Just do 1 5-mile
One lap.
all of CrossFit
one loop.
has to figure out for spectator purposes, because it would make sense for that too.
Yeah.
Like the ticker they try to put up for some of the workouts. I mean, unless somebody's
Oh,
so
it was
far
worthless.
ahead, it's just like click, click, click. Oh, wait, somebody's in first. Oh, now they're in dead last. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
now they're fifth. It's like
the
they can't even.
announcers are like, they're 1 double under behind them. You're like,
And they won, and they've just won. They came from dead last, and now they won.
Let's not talk about the announcers yet because they're
Okay.
Horrible.
All right, so we
got-
spent
let's-
5 minutes on the first workout. And there's
it was a
only
pretty
11
big-
left.
yeah.
Okay,
to
or
be
10
fair,
left.
let's keep moving
one
on.
of the most
Yeah, let's go.
controversial.
So-
Well, the second one's the next controversial. So
This one is more controversial to me than
the second one was the skill speed medley. It was 3 rounds of races through pegboard, jump ropes, pistols, and handstand walks. So basically so you can look at the workout, but
Yeah, I was
the
going to say,
part
we don't
that-
have to give the whole workout.
the part that was like I guess controversial was the movement of they did single unders, right?
Yeah.
And then they did unbroken double unders, and then they did double under crossovers, which was like crossing the rope in front of you as you jumped over it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
into
what
it.
a weird thing they did.
And they told them what 2 hours before they were going to do it that this is
Right.
the skill that they had to do.
Yeah, can I
But
can we
they
break it
had to
down?
make it to that.
Yeah.
To be fair,
You got people- there were cuts.
Only
Yeah, there
5
were cuts.
athletes made it to that point.
Can we break this workout down a little?
how do you want to
Because
break
I
it down?
think there's a couple things to note. Like, how do we want to talk about the unbrokenness? We want to talk about the skill set on both the gymnastic side and the.
Are you asking or telling me this?
That's
What
what
you
I'm
want
saying.
to talk
This is what I think. This is how I think it breaks down. You know.
about? Okay.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
not,
do you
I'm not-
do-
wait,
how
I'm
do
not
you-
sure what you're
So
saying.
like, because like I want to talk about. Do you think making them do 75 unbroken single unders is
Oh,
really
so-
reasonable? Or,
so here's
or
what-
does that
for
Yeah,
sure.
that's-
Yes, it's reasonable. However,
or
for
unbroken
all,
anything?
for all these guys, unbroken double unders is something that's been in CrossFit. There's been multiple workouts where it's like you have to do unbroken double unders.
Really?
It's just it's to put pressure on these guys that are this level. But that's not the problem I have with it.
Yeah, because you're talking about, to explain that, like what he's saying is
Yeah.
you have a speed element, and what they're doing is like these guys will bust this wide open. There has to be something that makes them at least think about something
Yeah,
in the back.
because there is a
Right.
speed.
So-
like people do
Yeah.
them faster
Yeah.
or slower.
Yeah.
Like
And
double unders.
That's
So a lot of-
Bosman got. Sorry,
No, you're fine.
Bosman got exactly what he wanted when Tia messed up on the single unders.
Right.
That's exactly what he was
That's
like.
what-
You messed up,
Yeah.
and it cost you. That's all it took for you to lose
But-
this event, and
Right.
it got
Go
you.
ahead, Caleb. Say what
But
you're going to say because I was going to.
I was just gonna put because we're gonna talk about Because we're about to complain about the one thing I will say, which is kind of cool about this workout, is they made the pegboard strict, which was cool.
Pretty good. Yeah, that was
So
pretty
like,
cool.
and then they also made you do unbroken single leg squats on one leg instead of alternating back and forth.
I like that too.
I was like,
that's
that's a good variation, like throwing it in there. Now, go ahead, Dusty. On
Okay. This is somebody's attempt at trying to do what Dave. So first off, Dave Castro always tried to throw something in there that was difficult. Right. It is a spectator sport.
Yep.
That is what you're trying to make it. That's why it's on television. That's why you're charging people to go to the stands and watch it. Yep. And this was an attempt at being like, gotcha.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you did not. Oh, you haven't been practicing single unders. Like, dude, there's so many CrossFit movements. You can't expect them to practice everything. You're just going to get somebody, and you're not proving who's fitter.
So like,
you're proving who has better basic like hand like coordination is what you're proving there. You're not proving fitness.
Well, but that is part of fitness, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a gotcha. That's all it is. Yeah. Give them like. Tell them the day before, let them all practice it for 24 or 48 hours.
Yeah,
I do agree.
Instead of 2 hours.
That's dude, this is ridiculous.
They should have released it on the main site like 2 weeks ago.
Or to your argument, pick something that's more relevant to the world. Like you're talking about, when would you ever have to, like, double unders are great because they apply a certain thing, but when would you ever have to do a single under crossover thing? I mean, it's like that's where I'm like, got you. Like if they came out there and they're like, now we're going to pick up this super slippery ball that weighs 200 pounds. Good luck. Because it's like, oh man. Like,
have you guys not been practicing picking up slippery items?
But I would be, but my point would be, I would be more entertained because that's a real world application of can you do this? Not like you said, this is almost relative to like flipping a water bottle. I mean,
the funny thing is they named it something. The name of the workout is the skills challenge. And they know for a fact that a skill is something you practice, it becomes something.
Ooh, so that's
good point.
And they've named it that, and then they're like, we know for a fact you guys haven't been practicing these two things.
For you. If they had specifically
Joan, gotcha.
If they had just changed the crossover to triple unders, would it fix the whole workout?
CrossFit, well, the triple unders have something that everybody's been waiting for at the games. They're like, triple unders are definitely coming.
That's a good question.
Yes, I think that
would have been better.
It doesn't fix the whole. I think it does.
No, I don't think it fixes the whole workout.
I like that. I would have liked that.
All the handstand stuff was cool.
A workout is not good to me in terms of a thing is if the fittest person on earth, which we now know, tripped up on a single under and can no longer is just like, oh, you're out. Like that's what screwed you up.
But I don't know that I disagree there because I think it's a balance between speed and like focus. I think Tia messed up, and if you mess up, I mean, it's a speed.
Yeah, but that's not like that means that she screwed up on the first part. She can't win. That doesn't.
Yeah, but
I don't
to your point, because you said you like the double under. Keeping unbroken.
That's fine, yeah.
So I don't really see why you.
But to these guys, but understand to these guys,
messed up in any other
to
event,
these guys,
to
these guys, 75 double unders unbroken is nothing.
Single.
No, I'm saying double unders. Like keeping the double unders unbroken, it's nothing to them.
Right.
It's nothing. This was a workout. It was just a workout that we got you. Like we got you.
First of all, everybody who did single unders with that stupid little jumping thing, like, hey man,
I'm gonna
just do regular single unders.
The only issue I had with it is, and it's not even like the crossover thing. Like if you want to add that in there as like, because it's a skill. I mean, it's not a skill that they've been practicing though. So that's the issue I have with it. Like if you wanted to release the workout like 2-3 days before and let these athletes practice this, that way whenever you get on the main stage and you're going like, oh, I have to do single unders, so I have to slow it down, and then I'm going to be able to do double unders, which you should be already, and then I'm going to do this new skill of crossover. So like if you have time to practice it, then but they're like, all right, we're gonna do these movements in about 2 hours. Good luck.
Well, how about the freaking L sit into a handstand?
That was cool, man.
What in the world?
That's impressive.
So let me. I got two things. So
you only get one. Go.
Okay. No, I want to say two.
Okay. Say it quick.
This workout proved was so like there was a time for sure like when I was like really into CrossFit competing that I was a better CrossFit athlete than you.
Yeah,
for sure. Right?
You're talking to me.
Yeah. Better. You're more as an athlete. You're more athletic than me. That doesn't mean that you're a better athlete. Like you're not a better CrossFit athlete. But this is a CrossFit game. So this showed people that were athletes. That's all it weeded out is like people that can pick it up super fast.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's a skill. So
That's not
you're just
really-
testing people that are just like, oh, I can do it. Like
I don't disagree with you because like
Like,
Nick Matthew, he
Fikowski could do them. He didn't make it,
Yeah,
but you could
right,
see that he
he
could
got
do
shut
them, and everybody's like, dude, I mean, you're like
Yeah,
not
you
the
didn't make
you're not
it.
the yeah, you know what I mean?
That's not a good workout with him if you take this double under data.
So-
I will
Do
say
pistols and
to
leg
break up your points. I will say the only thing because you said it wasn't like spectator friendly.
It was not, yeah.
I agree with you for the most part, except
when Nick
Matthews and Guy finished it. That was maybe the coolest thing I'd seen in a while. Like I thought it was just cool to
I
see.
got
He
you.
did that L sit into a handstand. I was like, "What?" On the first try, I was like, "What in the world?"
Yeah,
That-
so it's
I
like
mean-
it's kind of like a double edge. Like seeing everybody lose sucked, but
but they could have done it different.
Yeah.
All right, second point, go.
I'm gonna save it for the end because it's a.
you think they paid Tia to trip?
What's that?
Jeez, what?
What?
All right,
What a
that's a
weird
conspiracy
conspiracy
All right,
theory.
go to the third workout. Yeah,
All right, you're gonna have to cruise through these.
All right,
All right,
Elizabeth Elevate.
I thought that was a fine workout.
Yeah,
I thought it was a good test.
It's
I
always
liked it.
always fun when they test like traditional workouts.
So this
you
is
know, like,
this
to
to
some
me.
degree.
This
you
to
know?
me is a good time. Like you put dips with a parallel
Sick.
traverse.
Yep.
That's something different that they didn't get to practice. But
Totally.
but that if
That
you
is
had
doable
if you
if-
had good pressing mechanics and you've practiced,
Yeah.
like being good in dips and stuff, you were able to do it.
I mean, it was definitely a good event.
We
I
don't need
like
to spend
that
too
one.
much time on
And
it.
I mean, I would have beat everybody on it pretty easily. But
Go ahead up to
Can
the
we
next
set
one.
up boxes? I want to try these traverses.
Dude,
All right.
tough.
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah.
We can do it.
The
Shuttle
shuttle run overhead.
Dude,
I thought this was a good workout.
I love this workout.
I liked
think
it, yeah.
The only
as an athlete, where I think people like would think I would do really well at this workout, and I think this shows a great example of a good program workout. I would not do well at this workout.
Well, I mean, you have to be-
pay the price of running.
Yeah.
yeah, I think
And
most
the- and
people
the
had
fact
to
that
decide.
and the fact that they make it a separate score.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. Most people had to decide:
Yeah.
am I gonna try to win the run,
Right.
or am I gonna try to win the jerks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
And
you had
the
to.
only thing I didn't like about it was, I think that's why Ricky did so well on it, is that they made everybody drop it. If you be like, hey, just
Right, that
just
was
go
a
ahead
little
and do
weird.
it. They're trying to control. I don't know what exactly they're trying to control.
like
I almost-
athlete
I almost
safety
feel-
or
I was gonna
something
say, I
like
almost
that.
feel like that was like a safety call.
But I mean, dude, if
I
you're
don't
really
think
good at
CrossFit
them,
recommends
Let's go
to
freaking touch
re-rack
it.
a jerk, right?
What's that?
I don't think they recommend to re-rack jerks. Is that right?
they don't recommend it. They should
Yeah.
recommend it. That's Olympic weightlifters do
You're
it.
talking about like doing like row.
But I'm just saying that would have made the workout, to me, it would have really seen how bad you want to hurt on the run, because that dropping it is a rest.
That's what I was gonna say.
So
You're talking
you
about
really have
spiking
to
your heart
pay-
rate.
yeah.
Do three.
Yeah, do three of them unbroken.
jerks.
And I guarantee you some people would have chosen, still chosen to drop it.
Oh
Rack it.
yeah, I would.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
some people would have had to.
I mean, some people wouldn't have been able to get it up at all. If we're talking about something what you would have done.
Get back from the run.
yeah,
You wouldn't have finished.
Andrew's
the
run
time cap.
Andrew's like, and they're like, and coming back from not finishing the run, Andrew, it looks like he's going to try to pick the bar up, and no, he just didn't do anything. Okay, he's
He's falling.
he looks like his shoelaces came untied, and he's falling to the ground.
All right, so the next one is the Capitol. Dude, if I had to do an event, this one would be fun to do.
Also,
This
this
has the most iconic.
Dude, this was pretty.
this was
cool.
also unwatchable. So long, so long.
Well, they didn't have a time cap,
Unwatchable.
so they made all these athletes suffer through this, whether they're good good at it or not.
Fusilani or whatever. her name
Oh,
is.
Fusilier?
Yeah, bless her heart. I mean,
That's
dude,
cool,
they
though.
should have just been like, all right, you've done enough. Like, bless her. But that was great. I think CrossFit community, it was a really good moment.
Yeah,
Like,
they got Rogue
what a
got a
cool
good picture.
Yeah.
What a
was-
cool.
yeah.
cool
I wish they
workout,
didn't
though.
put such a the problem that I have is like they have put such an emphasis on that run. Like the run is just so long, dude. And they just did that. Then they just did the
even
run.
It was like the bike work. The first workout too. The bike. I was like, fast forward,
Dude,
fast
I
forward
know,
through
my
the bike.
God. I mean, it was just too much.
What are you doing?
He's trying to find
Look
that
up a
image,
picture.
but
All right, we ain't got time for that. Go back to the workouts.
Okay.
You can look it up.
So yeah, I mean,
Up
it was.
and over.
I thought it was different. I thought the workout was different, so
Yeah.
it was good. The run was a little
I
long for my
thought,
taste.
like Caleb said, it was kind of an iconic workout. Like it's one you'll remember just 'cause it was cool. All right, up and over. So this is the one with the muscle ups, jump overs, GHDs, and then they went with weighted lunge.
Yeah.
I thought this was pretty cool.
I thought it was
workout.
cool.
I thought it was a good workout. I don't know
always
that
like
the
a
lunge.
finish.
I think.
Yeah.
Well, I think that they thought people were going to be closer. It's
Yeah.
cool to watch people lunge like
Like,
at the end.
Tia's lunging
For
really
sure.
fast.
Can
and
you
she
hold
beat her
on?
by a
Yeah.
minute?
But yeah, but when somebody wins the whole thing, you're like, oh, they're just going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they could have just,
You wanted to see that race. and
But
like,
I
who's
do
gonna
like
hold
it.
on.
I do like it.
Is this the first time they did jump overs, like a full overs? Because at the end they had to jump onto the box over the log. They could use their feet,
Yeah, and then they had
but they had to clear.
clear the. It was
Yeah.
it was a cool way
Was
to.
that the first time they did clears in the games?
I think so. Yeah, I think
Oh
so.
yeah, maybe so. Yeah,
But they
maybe
cleared
so.
the pig, which was like how tall?
20
Not,
inches.
yeah,
20
it's not
inches.
very tall.
Echo press.
Yep. Scroll down.
I'm just trying to keep this
you're right.
moving. I'm not.
This is the next one that I hate.
You hate this one?
You hate this one?
It's so stupid. Why? Dude, the handstand push-up standard was awful because they hadn't figured it out.
Oh yeah, maybe so. But
Mal O'Brien was getting
deficit,
Mal O'Brien was getting no rep, and the girl that won that event was not even coming close to the standard.
Really, because the deficit issue.
But it's like that's
That sounds
another
like a judging issue.
gotcha thing.
I think it's a. I think the standard was there. I think the judging was.
That's what I was.
Well,
gonna say.
anytime, but that means the standard is a problem. If you make it, put your head to something, like physically touch something with your head, that's a very clear standard.
But think about a squat.
What about
You don't physically have to touch your. You don't physically have to touch your butt to anything, but
You're right,
but you get your hips below parallel.
But there's something that I can look at there and see that.
Well, that's
But
what
you
they
can
had
look at
that
the
line.
line.
But the judge was standing behind him. I mean, you didn't.
No, they weren't. They sure did.
I mean, standing
They
behind to the side,
were like-
off to the side.
I agree.
The
I think it's a judging issue.
Forehead. I mean, your forehead past the line.
My thing is like Tia was doing it. There was no doubt she was passing the line. Like she was almost to where the guys were. Like these girls who are like skimping and like barely touching the line. Like get a freaking rep.
But
like,
what
they're
is
not
the?
doing
But
it.
okay, let me ask you guys this: what is
Yeah, you're
the?
trying to
Wait,
cut
what
it.
is the
You're trying to cut
benefit?
it
What is the
forward.
benefit of doing of something that nobody's ever done like this and making it? What is the benefit of it?
I don't know. These are.
What are you testing? Why can't you
Are you
just
talking
test
about
handstand push-ups?
test-
The
in your
deficit, or are
position
you
and
talking about?
No. I'm talking
because-
about facing the wall with a deficit. Another like gotcha thing. Like you guys haven't been practicing this.
Right.
It's Mal O'Brien is obviously really good in her hands. So is Danielle Brandon. They were getting no rep. They're really good upside down. It's not that they're not practicing it.
Yeah.
This was somebody figuring something out.
Yeah,
with very little time. It was a
I do
surprise.
agree. It's like this almost seemed like a one too many of the surprise.
It's exactly that what I'm saying. Like, why couldn't you just make it everybody's strict handstand
I mean,
push-ups?
that's what they're going to do that though. That's
But
they
they're
wanna-
doing it so much more this
They
year.
want to get. That's what their thing.
If they wanted to do, if they wanted to do something like this, like if they wanted to do the gotcha stuff, they should have done it in the open.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
Like how they did the wall walks.
Well,
Whenever they did the wall walks in the open 2 years ago, then they're like, oh, who's practicing wall walks, and then
Exactly
they
right.
then
Yeah,
they
it's
threw
a
it in
great
the
point.
CrossFit
That's a
Games.
great point.
But if they didn't add all this, how would Chase Ingram talk about adaptability?
Let's not talk about the announcers yet
I
because
don't even. All right, go to the next
Dude,
one. But
adaptability.
I thought what an easy fix to solve your solution though is just put some water down there, man. Like that's a super easy fix.
Touch
Like,
their head to
touch
water?
touch the water, or it's a no
Bomb
rep.
for an apple.
Dude, I mean,
Every rep
you can
is
say
bring
what you
an
want to,
apple
but
up.
dude,
Maybe
that's
like-
old full. That's
like, we
old
had a lot of people drowned at the CrossFit
Yeah,
Games.
that's exactly right.
Dude, that's old school like martial art movies and stuff. People doing handstands into buckets of water. Dude, that's like
I mean,
that's- you're getting-
just flip them around the right way and let them do strict handstand push-ups. I don't know.
Rinse and
Okay.
repeat.
This was
50
a fun.
yards.
This was actually a fun
fun.
workout to watch.
It was really cool to watch.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
I like
It
the
was
way they
on the
did it.
team and the individual side. It was pretty fun to watch.
dude, teams
Dawn
are
and Pepper
teams are pretty
went
fun to
hammer
watch.
on that.
Although the only thing I would say with this is I wish they had the calories more, so more people would have dropped out.
From the beginning.
Yeah,
From the beginning.
Oh.
It makes you push a little harder.
Yeah.
But I think you're underestimating because people want to see the race at the end.
Yeah, this is also they're testing like a huge capacity. So what
Yeah.
they're doing is like you had the game planned out. You were going to start getting more and more tired as it went out.
Right.
How long can you hold on? So if you made it super challenging,
Could you
you're not going to get that
imagine
work
your lats
capacity.
in that
They're like,
workout?
yeah, bro,
Oh,
they got
dear
2
God.
counts.
I mean,
I mean, they got exactly what they wanted. I think this one was programmed pretty well.
I think it was good.
next
All right, hat trick.
Hat trick.
this was fun.
So it always like everyone was like, what was the third? Even the announcer was like, what's the third thing? And I was like, it's running. It's the
Yeah.
third trick is the sprint.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have to
yeah.
run really fast. And I mean, Guy, like he was, he was built for this.
I mean, he was just pulling the 100-pound dumbbell off and then immediately catching it. And
it was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Like he's just unbelievable.
I thought what was really cool, so watching the guys go and then the girls go, is Guy's average time was like 1:14, 1:15. And then Ellie Turner came around and like, you can say what you want to, but there's a long sprint and guys are typically faster than girls.
Yeah.
And she was averaging 1:17. So that means that she was clearly moving faster than Guy on the wall balls and the snatches. I was like,
because you're saying that he
I'm
was so
gonna-
much faster on the run.
Yeah. I was like, how fast? If you watch her wall balls though, she is very efficient at wall balls.
She also doesn't have to throw it as high, and she has a shorter range of motion
Yeah.
to squat.
But they had to throw higher. It was 11 and 12.
There's
but
always
But I'll say
that was interesting.
if you are good, if you're strong in your technical with the snatches, you're gonna win the workout. Everyone's gonna go on broken on the wall balls.
Yeah.
It was all about the snatches.
I think Guy showed too, though. Like he's so strong, but dude, his mobility and stuff. Wow. I mean,
Those girls had to throw to 11 foot.
They always have these kind of sprint ones. They're always fun to watch. The sprint ones are always fun to watch.
The next one, the sandbag ladder.
Stupid.
you stupid? What?
I loved it.
Dude, favorite
No,
event
no,
of
no,
the CrossFit
it's-
Games ever.
No, it's
All right,
stupid.
hold on.
It's
Dude,
stupid.
I thought it was
oh my
awesome.
god. Oh, and who I'm talking to.
Yeah, dude, that's the best event.
I thought it was.
I'm not saying it's the
It's the
best ever,
coolest
but
thing.
I like
It's not the best. What?
To me,
I
it
liked
was
it.
the coolest.
It
I
wasn't
think
cooler than the clean ladder with Matt Frazier one.
It's
but
cool. Well, no. Here's my problem with it. It's cool if you add it in and you still have a barbell because it's kind of like a fun thing to watch. Like people like make PRs. When you're watching a professional athlete lift something like that, and people are watching that may have never done or seen CrossFit before, and that's bad for the sport.
Why?
Did you see how some of them were lifting that?
I mean,
That's terrible. I mean, that's terrible as like a spectator thing to watch them. You
I
want to see people.
disagree. I think if someone who doesn't watch CrossFit sees
So
Guy pick
here's-
up a 340
Yeah,
pound
but there's
bag,
only
they're
one.
gonna be like,
There's
they're
only
gonna be
one
like,
gi.
Wait,
There's
what?
only.
Hold on. Are you talking about because like it's like someone were doing it dangerously?
There's only a lot of them are
yeah,
doing
but
it
some of these
dangerously.
people snatch like awfully.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I don't see
don't
a
think-
difference.
Yeah, but most of them snatch well if they're this hot. Most of them are really good lifters.
Here's my argument to that. So, like you said, professional, right? Professional sport, and you're having a lot of amateur people watch.
Yeah.
Correct. So, take that and then think about all the other professional sports. People watch the NFL football every single Sunday. They're not going out and putting pads on trying to kill each other during the week.
No, but this is a niche thing where most people that watch the games do CrossFit.
But to your point, Brooke Weld blew her freaking
so
elbow
that's
out
where-
last
Yeah,
year doing a
100%.
snatch. So,
But that wasn't a
So-
technique thing.
Yeah, I don't know. If
So that's
I'm
where-
saying, like, I mean,
so-
you put a barbell or a sandbag, doesn't matter.
So that's
People
where
can-
that's where the
people find-
coaches come into play.
Yeah.
Like coaches at their gym, they tell them that, hey, just like high school football, like just because you watch you watch the NFL and you show up to high school football practice, you're like, man, I'm the next like whatever, yeah.
Jump over the
And
center
then,
and get that quarterback.
and then the high school coach was like, hey, don't put your head down just because that safety on the NFL did it. You still have to tackle this way. Same thing as a CrossFit coach in a CrossFit gym. Just because Guy picked it up like this doesn't mean you should. It means you need to learn properly and gain the strength. And then,
Well, yeah,
but
to that point, like those people have the capacity to move in maybe more inefficient ways. Like
Say it again. They have the capacity to.
like Guy can pick that up and not hurt himself because
it
he has
looks
the
really good,
capacity
yeah.
to. You know, even if he was pick someone who was bad.
I mean, most of them.
Okay.
Not look good.
Let's
Pick
say
anybody you
Justin
want.
Madero-
Justin Medeiros obviously practiced. He could do it, and he could do
Let's
it.
say Dalton
His
Pepper,
technique
maybe.
off the floor was
Better, yeah.
terrible.
Right.
Who?
So
Justin Medeiros, that going wide made him really have
No,
to
that's
use
how you
his
do
back.
it. You know why? That's because when you rotate it, that's how the strongmen do it.
Yeah.
That's like actually practice. He actually practiced doing it like
but
that.
strong men are much larger than Justin Medeiros. They can rotate.
yeah, they're
like
also
that
picking up
because-
sandbags that are 500
Yeah,
pounds.
but he's using the proper technique. That's how strongmen do it, and it's a
But
strongman
I'm saying
sandbag.
the way you have to pick that bag up is you have to use your back. The way he's doing it, you don't have to use your back if you pick it up when it's facing forward.
No, I
If you're
disagree with
talking-
that. Mechanically, I disagree with that.
I like. All
I mean,
right,
he couldn't pick up the last bag.
Wait, it's heavy, dude. Oh my god, yeah, it's
but
really heavy.
But he can. But my point is, he can deadlift. He can deadlift that weight. If you're not,
Dude, a lot of people couldn't do it. It's not just him. A
but
lot
he
of people.
picked- everyone
couldn't do
else picked it up.
it. No, that's not true. A lot of people didn't even make it there. They couldn't make
But
it to
they were
that
picking
weight.
it up off the floor.
Sometimes.
so all right. I would like to say that I like the event not because of it standing by itself. Like it was a cool test of strength and just kind of brute strength. But then I liked it in the fact that the next day they had that yoke carry, clean, deadlift, clean, yoke carry back, which was another very heavy, very strength event.
Yeah.
So instead of just testing a barbell 1 rep max, they were like, all right, here's this odd object, see how much you can lift. And then tomorrow we're going to make you lift a couple barbells and different stuff like that.
yeah, it was like where they would maybe have a workout where it was like max barbell lift, and then the next day would have like a bunch of heavy sandbags in a workout. It was just like opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was kind of cool. Like
I
to
mean,
your
we're
point,
allowed to
yeah.
disagree. It's not like
No, I don't. I think this is 3 back-to-back got you.
Sounds like you got a
moments.
problem.
I mean, I have a problem with the workout. That's okay.
No, I mean, I thought it was.
love the sandbag.
I see
I
your
think
point.
I think it's cool to do something different. I think it's cool to see people pick up sandbags. I think it's cool to see people do something
But-
as a standalone event where you're just like, all right, well, it took forever, and also like
Yeah.
it's not like It's not. It's like it's. I mean, it's fine.
But all the
I thought it was
lifting
really cool to
events,
watch
like
that.
last year when they did a snatch, it took forever.
It was
They
exciting.
always take forever.
They always take forever. It's just
But
part
there's
of it.
there's better. Also, there's ways that they could do it that make it not so take forever. They chose not to do.
Like
it.
the way they
did
did
it
it
with all the events. They need to work on their time.
Well, the way they did
management
it
for
at
all of
for the teams in the semifinals,
right.
like
Just
teams
keep
start on a ladder
rolling,
and keep
yeah.
rolling. Every team followed the next one.
That's a
followed the next
great
one, all the way
point. That
through.
was very fun to watch because it was quick.
All right.
All right,
Anyway, so the first day, last day, first event, the alpaca.
yeah. So they got rid of the rope climbs.
Yeah,
Because it was too wet.
Dude, that changed the workout.
Well, I thought that was kind of bull
significantly.
crap. I was like, dude, I mean, even Roman Krebnikov was like, I practiced rope climbs in the rain.
Yeah, I think
I
He
was
won
like-
still.
I think
Right. He
I
was
think
like-
Laura won this one. What is that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I
that's
don't
right.
think she would have won with
Dude,
rope
she would
climbs.
not have won. These were
She's-
legless.
Oh, dude, she's a really good. She has great pulling strength.
Does she?
I don't
It made
think
it
she
better
would've
for her. She's a
beat
rock
some-
climber.
Yeah, but
That is
I don't-
true. She
I don't
is that,
think
but
she would've
still,
beat
like-
some people.
Oh, I disagree. I think that you're
But
thinking she
I mean,
won by
she's-
more.
If you take Laura out of it, there's still definitely people who did good at this event.
She's
It
terrible,
wouldn't-
Oh,
would
like,
not
like
have-
Danny Spiegel. I think she did good on this event.
and she would not have done good.
That's
That's correct.
correct. Yeah,
That's
so,
right.
I mean, there's definitely.
That's fair.
Down to
But
the
like
big
my thing
ball.
is like, dude, rain is such a weak
Oh,
excuse
boy.
to pull something out.
Me and Andrew's girlfriend.
All right, moving on. Back nine.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Cool workout. Super cool
super
workout.
I mean,
I don't
I
know.
thought it was very
See,
surprising.
we can
how-
agree. It's heavy, and I think it's cool. I
I
think
thought
it was great.
cool.
Yeah.
It was a sprint.
Griffin Rolfe beat like half the men in the demo.
Yeah.
To be fair, he's probably
Seriously.
pretty fresh and he's very strong.
Dude,
Yeah,
this
he's very strong.
you could definitely
pretty
see like people that have thrown in the yoke in their training every once in a while. You could
Dude,
tell
what was up with Danielle Brandon? I mean,
she doesn't practice with the yoke.
or
Cleans,
215 cleans.
And then wait, so
apparently.
here's the crazy thing: is
She's
she
not that strong.
she's
she's
strong.
215.
I mean, she's strong, but she's not.
Well, I guarantee you, a lot of people were having a hard time from definitely the sandbag ladder before. It's tough on your midline, but.
Yeah.
She got so mad, then all of a sudden the back injuries start coming out. It's like a
Yeah.
CrossFit thing.
Yeah.
You're like,
But here's my thing: if you're
I
gonna
couldn't
be
carry the yoke.
if you're gonna be Danielle
pretty
Brandon and you're gonna have this badass reputation,
Neighbor gets you roll.
dang it, I got it out. Doesn't matter. So if you're gonna
Why'd
be
you get mad?
because I was going to
I
use that
couldn't
word a couple
drink.
more times. I'm gonna have to change my verbiage. But if you're gonna have that, like, I got pink hair, like shooting the middle finger, I'm like tough.
Daniel
And then-
Brandon energy.
Yeah, and then when things get hard, you're a wimp. I was like, no, if you're gonna be a bad A,
Yeah.
you got to be a bad A from when you wake up till you go to sleep. You don't get to just choose when you want to be mentally tough.
I agree with you.
dude. She was like, I was like, you're pathetic. I was like, get
Taking
off
it
the
back
stage.
to the crossover thing. She was just complaining.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, you're so mentally like, oh
yeah.
man, things aren't going my way. I was like, that's not a bad A.
A lot of CrossFit athletes are like that. Just
Yeah.
a lot of them
But
are. It's
a
like
lot
a
of CrossFit
problem.
athletes aren't like doing this like, forget you guys, like I'm tough. You know, like
Yeah.
Matt Frazier never would have done that.
Yeah.
Matt Frazier is the legit bad A. He never would have
You
done
gotta take your lumps sometimes, man.
He'd have
Yeah,
cleaned
Matt
it.
Frazier would have done those crossovers, won, and then said,
And he would have
it.
cleaned 315 like a joke. And kept going.
But I thought this was a fun workout. I like when they throw the yoke. They had one a couple years ago, several years ago. It was like they yoked and ran, and that was fun to watch. Like it was just fun to watch. It was some.
I thought it was cool. Just one quick note on this is usually whenever they have the yoke in a workout, it's like a very strong man-ish type workout where it's like yoke and then sandbag carry and all that kind of stuff. I thought it was cool as a yoke into a technical lift into a squat clean at a heavy weight.
Yeah, I like it.
And then it was deadlift, which is kind of brute strength, and then come back, do that squat clean again, and then carry the
I
yoke.
think it's super
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
The deadlift standard couldn't do touch and go safety. Right? I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know.
It's kind of
down.
weird.
I
It's
think
kinda
it takes.
weird,
Well, it definitely takes it out of the judge's hands trying to figure out if people are bouncing or not.
Yeah.
Good
That's
point.
actually
that's a good point.
It's
But
heavy too.
to me, it was funny because I was like, in comparison to like the yoke weight and the clean weight, the deadlift weight not very heavy at all. I was like, just like I'm saying, it's obviously but it's 485. I mean, that's not like 315 clean and a 485 deadlift. Like that's not like 485 should be pretty light for these guys.
I can't. Why did,
75 actually.
Oh, is it 475?
Yeah.
I thought
So,
it was 485. My bad.
let's argue about that 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Wanna argue about it?
I mean,
Remember,
but
you
that's
idiot.
your point. That to your point more. You think that's
Yeah,
light?
so it's even lighter.
You think that's light?
475 for these
So-
guys is very light.
You're right.
Should be.
Should we move to the last one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jackie
Jackie
Pro.
I like it.
I
Nice.
loved the stipulation that they had to finish that 1,000-meter row in under 3:15.
Dude,
that's cool.
so
Or
cool. So cool.
That makes them
I
push
like that
hard a lot
workout.
harder than
I
that.
don't think I would have wanted to see something else. I almost wish they'd have reversed those two and like let people finish on the last. Like I wanted to see more of a. So I think
for
like
the
a
men-
race at the
for
end.
the men, it should have been a little less It should have been
faster.
Yes, because in the women's it was perfect.
That's really fast.
I know it was, but the women it
Andrew,
actually
think about it,
affected some people.
Dude,
Think about it.
Dude,
Can you hold
fast?
Can you hold a one at least a 137?
CrossFit Games.
So
Dude, that's. I mean,
But I'm saying like I feel like I'm a decent rower.
pretty good.
And I don't know.
I don't know if I could. I would
Look,
struggle
you
to
could-
hold
The
it.
point is that all of the guys.
But then I have to get
did
off and do
it.
50.
Yeah, what are you doing? Not much.
My only point is all the guys got off with little problem, but there were some girls that got left behind. No, I don't think anybody got cut.
Well,
but
then you
like,
get better.
Actually, I think some people did get cut.
I just.
no, they all made it. They all made
Well,
it.
there were a couple that were like had to sit there for a minute.
At least,
But
that's
there
the
were-
point.
But there are
there were
also
some guys that did that.
The point of that was not to cut people out. The point of that was to make them sell
Push,
out a little bit
yeah.
more on the rower, so that way, whenever they got
100%.
off, who was able to jump right to the barbell?
Yeah, Laura asked me
yeah, I
why I
agree
thought
with
they. Laura asked me why I thought they did that, and I was like, well, some guys would just inherently go slower and be like, I'm going to go harder on the barbell. Like somebody like Mabry would be like, I'll just go a little slower and I'll
Right.
catch up
Oh,
on
for
the
sure,
I'll catch up on
for
the barbell.
sure. Yeah.
And
Oh, for
they were
sure.
just literally
They're
like,
like, no,
okay,
can't
we'll
do
see
that.
about that.
Yeah, which I thought was sweet. Like,
But
I thought
it's a cool
to your point, though, Andrew, you have to understand, like, the guys all made it and some girls didn't make it. But there were instances in other workouts where the same thing happened. Like, people just aren't, just because you're there, it just played out well for the guys. But,
fair.
like Rebecca
There's probably more depth in the male
she,
anyway.
like,
Yeah.
she couldn't hang with some of these strength events.
I like how we all say her name
moved
totally
the-
different.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're like
Fuseli.
Fusilani.
It's Fuseli.
Fuseli.
I think pretty sure it's
I
Fuseli.
have one comment since we just talked about all the workouts. I have one comment on all the programming, and then I just want to throw this out there and see what you guys think.
All right.
I think overall, as a whole, the programming was not good this year, and here's why. Whoever actually wrote the workouts, they have a very, very specific thing that they like, and I'm going to say it, and you guys are going to realize it. They like changing things in the workout, skill level, and weight. They do that a lot. So they go drop kettlebells, add kettlebells, drop weight, drop reps. A lot of it is all the same repetitive.
So there's adding or decreasing and
either
everything.
adding or decreasing, which is a habit that he has. Nothing is just straightforward.
But I'm not in disagreement with the fact that I don't think it was the best CrossFit Games program,
Yeah,
obviously.
definitely not.
But I don't think there's one sole individual that should be programming it. I think there should
Right.
be a group, a
Dude,
panel of people
I think that's 100% correct.
that should be programming.
is.
'Cause no,
I
there
know-
isn't.
I know,
No.
like there's a guy at top, but I'm pretty sure he like talks to people.
He can oversee it, but what I'm saying is, for
you
example,
get a workout. I
Yeah.
get a workout. You
for-
get a workout.
what I'm saying is,
Like
like,
it's Rich Froning. He could do all.
but he doesn't. Rich Froning doesn't program all the workouts for his people.
Yeah.
The Mayhem athlete and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
There will be
He hires it
GHDs.
out because he knows that he has tendencies.
Yeah.
He likes certain type of workouts, so you're gonna hammer those type of things, and not everyone needs to work on that.
Yeah.
So like the CrossFit Games is supposed to be the total test of fitness. You need to have a wide variety of different people with different viewpoints of different things to be able to test that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess
agree.
my
So-
thing is that I'm not quite sure that doesn't exist. Like I think.
I would
it does
agree, though. There's
exist.
definitely a pattern there.
But I
which
see
is
what you're saying,
faulty.
too.
I mean, you can really read through
It's
it, be
faulty.
like the
My
speed, skill,
the only comment-
change,
Yeah.
shuttle. There's a change. The capital doesn't.
My only comment to that
the
would
up
be,
and over
though,
has to change. Rinse and repeat.
my only comment to that would be, though, the 2 of the 3 open events were just straight across. So is there some degree of where they're like, you've already been tested in some degrees to even make it
I
here?
think that's just
I
a
don't-
programming taboo that he has that he likes.
I agree. I'm just saying, like, but to your point of getting that straight across, 2 out of the 3 open were like, you get these 2 things and you don't change, and you just go straight across.
and I don't
which makes
blame-
sense for the open.
And I don't blame, like, I think Bosman wrote all the workouts this year. Like, it's not a dig at him. He just, and it's not a dig at Dave Castro who programmed them before.
Yeah.
But like, you need to have a mix. Like, you need to have Bosman program 1 or 2 workouts. You need to have this person program 1 or 2, and this program, and then you come together, you talk about them all, you test them all, and then you figure out which
Like
ones.
if he had, it made me feel like if he had, because I'm not a genius, and I picked up stuff that like that pattern, and also like some, just some different things that if he had gone back and threw some ideas off of people, that they may have been like, hey man, we're doing a lot of this, like let's test this, and I think that's how you get the best test of fitness overall, not just.
Well, so you probably have people that just aren't thinking. They just probably. Adrian's like, hey, this is what I came up with. They're like, that's great.
Yeah,
no, I think it's a little more than that. I think it's a little more than that.
that's
but
great.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
So you think Dave Castro, now that he's working again, maybe they'll both do it?
I don't know.
All right, moving off of programming.
Yeah.
Because Andrew doesn't know anything about it. I want to I'm just joking. Andrew, it's a joke. Sorry.
Stop crying.
But
what do you want to say?
No, he's always crying.
We were talking about Jackie Pro.
Yeah.
And the last workout of the CrossFit Games. And I have just 2 examples in that workout alone how poorly the announcers and everything
Oh
were.
my God, dude! I don't even know if we have time to talk about these announcers.
I mean, I'm not. I
They're
just
the
want
worst.
They're the worst. There's many examples. Chase Ingram's a moron, and Sean Woodward should not be in front of a TV.
Sean
with a mic.
Squidward.
But
I mean,
but Chase Ingram, just go end it. I mean, you're just terrible.
he might be one of the most, and I use this word very correctly. He might be one of the most ignorant people I've ever heard talk.
But
Adaptability needs to be the 11th.
That's exactly it. I thought it was him. Yeah, that's great. Good impression,
I
dude.
about punched you.
the
just
two
'cause I
things
thought you
is,
were him.
as a spectator, I'm sitting there watching it, kind of like I'm doing work and I'm watching the last event, and I've watched the men's heat go like 3 heats deep, and I've seen a few of the taller athletes use the first bar for bar muscle ups at the end, and they don't say nothing's said, and then finally they get to the last heat, and it comes down to Medeiros and Roman Krevnikov, and they're kind of like throwing shade at this judge of Roman Krevnikov because they're allowing him to stay on the first bar instead of having to move up to the red one. And me as a spectator is like, no, you idiots. They're letting him stay back there because it's taller, so he's not smacking his feet off the ground whenever he has to use the red bar. Like, you guys are morons. Figure it out. Like, communicate with each other.
This is 100% the truth. Not if we could go back and watch them all, not one workout, not 2 workouts, every workout I listened to, I corrected the announcers.
Oh,
Everyone.
Yeah. Probably.
It's okay if you mess up one time. You can't mess up on every freaking workout, man. They're like, if Britt Vikowski gets this sandbag, he could win it. There's 2 more people that have to go.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that's not true at all. I was like, he might, but there are 2 more people that still have to lift the sandbag. They're like, oh crap, we forgot about Jason Hopper. I mean, what are you doing, man?
Oh, Andy got it easily.
I told Gabby, she's like, you're being hard on him. I was like, no, I get up and I go to work every day. And my job is tough. It's okay. I get paid and I do my job. These guys, this is their job.
Dude, my favorite.
If I was this bad at my job, I would be fired tomorrow. I was like, get them out of there.
My favorite thing as them being commentators is when they're focused on one athlete and they're like, look at her, she is crushing it. And then somebody wins and they're like, oh, she actually won.
It happens
We
all the time.
didn't put a camera on her not one time.
We weren't watching Ellie Turner. Seems like she's in.
Yeah.
Or my favorite is when they start going for their technique. And they're like,
no, gosh.
I hate
Oh,
that.
like they should.
Well,
they
what
should
makes me mad is like they'll do stuff like we're doing, like Rebecca Fusile, and they're like Rebecca Fulalani, and I was like, dude, there's 40 athletes.
Yeah.
I mean, you should know their name,
know
their
where
names.
they're born, their boyfriends, their husband. Like you should know everything about them. I was like, you have one job, man.
The other like weird thing that happened at Jackie Pro. So that was the guy, and then on the girls, Sean Woodward is just looking for like that iconic like announcing, and he goes, "Have you? I'm sure you guys all
I know
heard this.
exactly what you're talking about, though.
Tia Toomey is doing her bar muscle ups, and Sean Woodward goes, you know the saying of behind every great man is a greater woman. Well, behind Tia Toomey, there's 2 great men.
He does
And
that,
it's like-
but he does that. He does that so much, dude.
It's like, wow. Like, that is the most cringiest thing I've ever heard on a sports
Behind
announcement.
Tia Toomey, there's 2 men.
It's like, why'd you say that?
Cut the live feed.
Shane's like, hey man, that's my wife you're talking about.
And then it
He's
came
like,
back.
it used to be 1 man behind her and 1 man in front of her, but now they're both behind her. Sean,
It's like, dude, come on now.
come on, man.
You have to know how that sounds, right? Like, come on.
He practiced that for sure, but he does that a lot. Like in the middle of the
says
stuff, he's like, and now you've heard it here first. It's like, all right, dude.
He
calm
wants to
down.
have that. Do you believe in miracles? Yes. But everybody's like, dude, will you stop? He was like, hold on, just one more thing. He's like, I don't know if she's gonna be able to take both these guys behind her. They're like, dude, come on.
And he's not, dude, that
Oh
is-
my
that
gosh.
was great because
I heard it.
I was like, oof.
Well, I heard him say it, and I looked at Rachel. I was like, "Did he just say that? Is that really what he just?" And then he had to come
It
back
took me a
later and
minute
be
to-
like,
yeah.
explain it a
I
little
didn't
bit,
know
and
what
like,
it meant.
What was so
yeah,
funny
no one
is
knew what it meant.
In my mind, I was laughing because I'm like, he's like, looked at Chase, and Chase is like, you nailed it. Because they definitely practiced it.
They're
And they look at the camera crew, and they're all like,
Dude,
the girl is like, hey.
I think their breakdown of the workouts, like in the workout, is the funniest thing to me because they'll be like, all right, man, if if Justin Medeiros doesn't hold his lead in this workout, he's probably going to lose his workout. And you're like, yeah, 100%. I mean, you don't need to say that. I got that figured out.
To be fair, they're on par with other sports because commentators are pretty bad across the board. Like Charles Barkley now commentates golf for some reason.
Jeez.
That's a terrible shot. That's just terrible.
I mean,
that's to add viewership.
I mean,
if he gets it in the hole in the first shot, that's a hole in one.
And how many strokes do you get for a hole in one? It's like only one. Unbelievable.
So if you watch, I mean, good announce. So take like NFL football or something like that. They usually have the high level announcers and stuff like that. It's always a pairing of someone that does the legwork as far as remembering everyone's name, their number, talking about them, and then a professional that knows the sport.
Right.
Yeah. And CrossFit, Sean Woodward's supposed to be the person that is the professional as far as knowing everyone's name, which he doesn't know how to pronounce half the people's name. And then Chase Ingram is supposed to be the ex-professional who's not that. I mean, no.
Yeah, I mean, he was. Did he win the games at some point?
No.
He competed in the CrossFit
I think he did a Masters.
So I think he did too.
Masters.
I was going to say, but he competed back when people drank beer between events. He's like, as a former CrossFit Games athlete, it's like, bro.
Yeah, he's sitting there talking about technique and stuff.
I was like, they just went into an L sit to a handstand walk. Like, we're not talking about the same people here.
Well,
He's like, they're doing your max snatch for 50 reps.
what they need to do is fire both of those guys and then go out and get like more of a professional announcer and then a guy or you can rotate through X Games athletes, but get like a Chris Spieler in the booth and talk about the workouts while they're going through them.
that would be good.
Or like those type of people that actually have been good at CrossFit and not just some dude.
You know, this is going to be a unpopular opinion, but if he would become unbiased, I think who would probably make a good commentator is Ben Bergeron.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to hear him talk.
I know. That's what he would have to change everything he's doing, but I think he would be a good-commentator.
You just like if he changes everything.
He would be.
He changes his identity.
He would be like, I think Tia Toomey could be really, really good if she lost about 20% of her body weight.
True.
It's like she's the best ever. He's like, I think she could be better if she lost about 20% of her body weight.
Does she sprint?
You're like, I think Catherine's going to win this event. And they're like, she didn't make the games, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's weird.
Oh, it's weird. Huh, interesting.
I dreamed about her last night.
She's at my house training for it. That's weird.
All
right, sorry. That's all I wanted. I wanted to blast the announcers a little bit.
Yeah, before we end this, I just want to say this episode has been brought to you by Garrett Bell Coaching.
Yes.
Nice.
We should show off his logo.
So Garrett did this. Besides being a fantastic artist, he also has personalized coaching.
Nice.
So when you sign up for his program, which you can learn all about if you go to garrettbellcoaching.com, you can also find him and talk to him at garrettbellcoaching@gmail.com. He gives you personalized program, and that includes individualized program for exercise, nutrition, and lifestyle. So you're getting a whole bunch of things when you sign up with Garrett. He can help people with their specific goals, and anybody that has like burnout from CrossFit, a lot of times personalized programming really helps you out.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people be like, why would I choose this over anything else? Well, what separates him is how specific his program and prescription is. He goes over things with, mental, emotional support. It's provided daily. He teaches people how to be better athletes, and also he's working towards so you don't need a coach. So he's actually setting you up for success in the future.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So you can go to garrettbellcoaching.com.
Yeah, we love
Garrett. I follow him on Instagram, and like the stuff he eats is obviously very healthy, and he does.
Both are shaking your legs, and my head's gonna explode.
Yeah, he does. He does that. But the stuff he posts on there looks amazing.
It does
look
look
makes
good.
me hungry.
And he's got a good mustache. So
He's got a great
I mean,
it's
looks
that
a little bit
alone.
like Chris Evans too. I'll give him that.
He looks like Chris
A
Evans.
little bit right now.
Yeah,
with
I
the
like
hair
it.
short.
he does look good. Yeah, he looks good. If you want your coach to be a good looking guy,
Yeah,
I mean,
I was gonna say that might get some.
if the only thing you care about is how good looking your coach is, and I'm busy, go right to Garrett. So
Yeah.
cool.
Nice.
But-
Well, good. Mabry,
That's it.
terrible job, dude.
No.
Yeah,
well, we didn't even
excellent
get to steroids. We're gonna have to.
Oh, dang. Yeah, we're like way over.
We'll do a whole episode on
There's
that.
definitely people out there on steroids
Yeah.
besides
That's all we
Ricky
need to say.
Girl.
Everybody's doing steroids. I mean, everybody.
No.
Let's do a
And you.
Let's do a documentary where we all just get on the
Take
juice.
steroids?
Yeah.
No.
And then not even
I'm about
record
to,
it
yeah.
and not do a documentary, and then we just get on steroids.
Let's just track.
I mean,
it and
you
just
guys
go
aren't already
smash-
on it?
Let's just go smash people at local cops.
Hey, shut up. Are you on steroids right now and you're not giving it to us?
Dude, if you were
Don't
on
worry about
steroids and you weren't telling it or
got a-
sharing, I'd be so mad.
He's got a
at you.
free flowing amount of insulin at his house too. He can just get
my
sauced up, dude, and just grow.
Yeah.
I don't want to take testosterone though because I don't like the fact that if you take it, then you have to continue taking it for forever.
So what are you
Doesn't
gonna
sound-
take?
All right. I don't know. That's what we need to figure out. I don't want to do.
I don't
that.
think they have figured that out.
I think we're going
What
down.
about anabolic
I think we're going down a
steroids?
hole here
Is
that
that still
our
off the
episodes
table?
are
All
long
right.
enough.
CrossFit Games.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Peace.